Hello, and welcome back to Ruben Uncut. Today, I'm going to talk about Kenyon's friends again. All right, so some of you already know, I've already talked about Kenyon's friends. And you know that I did a video where I was very not cool. Very not cool with their usage of people with disabilities in their content creation. And by that I mean them repeatedly pretending to be people with disabilities in their sketches, most of which are not funny, but are instead a cheap grab at what I refer to as inspiration porn. Inspiration porn, of course, is videos that are designed to take advantage of you mentally and emotionally to make you go, "Aww," and give you that quick hit of dopamine. In fact, I would say that Kenyon's friends is, well, largely it is clickbait. It is literally just videos designed to farm engagement. On a certain level, you could refer to that as just being junk food for the brain. Something that is not necessarily good, but is it worth your time to make multiple videos criticizing the shit out of them, Ruben? Yeah, I think it is. For several reasons that we'll get into. But all right, let's get to the vids. So you may be wondering, what prompted me to want to talk about Kenyon again? Well, he's going after another marginalized community. What marginalized community is he going after this time? Trans people.
Hey, I told you to stop calling me a he.
Oh, no.
I am a she, her.
Calm down.
No, don't tell me to calm down. You disrespecting me.
Calm down. You
disrespecting me.
Okay.
All right?
Your name is Joshua.
Oh, no.
I don't care.
Your
I
name
don't
is
care.
Joshua. You are a whole man and you walking up on me at the end of the
See,
day.
and you still...
So, yeah, that's pretty bad all right away. And yeah, I'm going to be interrupting the videos this time because his affiliate, Infinity Affiliates, copyright claimed my last video on him. So I'm going to try and break it up a little bit more. Get really into the details so that they can't do that as easily. But yeah, so the first thing that's wrong here, of course, is that the trans person is clearly Kenyon. If you're familiar with the previous video, or you can see that tiny picture there of his face, that is Kenyon. So this is fake. Now the problem is that the videos that these people make do not really do a good job of establishing themselves as make-believe. Something that we can determine by looking at the goddamn comments in a moment. But let's watch a little bit more of this. Now, of course, obviously what's happening here is that Kenyon is pretending to be a trans person disrupting a class. Whether this is high school or college, we have no idea because obviously this is a fake set. Possibly at a community center, or maybe not, because I have a theory on their sets. We'll get to that in a bit.
Don't be disrespectful.
No.
You got
what you are. A man, and you need to act like you're walking up on a teacher and a woman at the same time.
You about to...
No. You about to
No.
Look what you doing in my
All right? That's
classroom.
about to be you.
Look what you
Keep
doing in my
disrespecting me.
classroom.
Keep
Look what
disrespecting
you doing.
me.
Just because you're a man and you much bigger than me, I'm gonna need you to pick that
Oh,
desk
man,
up.
you keep calling me a man.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Pick that desk up. Pick that desk up.
I'm about to
I'ma
pick
ask
you up
No.
and slam you down.
Listen, I cannot
No.
believe
That's what I'm about to do.
that's crazy.
I'm gonna call...
Of course, the obvious goal here is to make trans people seem dangerous and unhinged. Of course, nothing here is real. This is made up. It is propaganda. Oh, wait, no, hold on. I'm sorry. I just read this text down here. Trans high schooler destroys classroom for being mislabeled. Also, I think they misspell. Is that how you spell mislabeled? So this is meant to be a high school. This man with a full-ass beard is meant to be a trans high school student. Look, there are trans people with beards, but like a lot of trans people with beard would mess with their dysphoria. So I'm just gonna throw that out here. Not saying all trans women. I'm not saying there's no trans women with beards. It's clearly Kenyon is my point.
Hey, girl.
Yes.
What's going on?
This don't disconcern you.
He needs
This
to
is
go.
exactly
He
the
needs
type
to
of
go
thing
to
that
jail.
concerns me.
Also, please note these two actors, the one playing the teacher and this person playing the security guard. We're going to see them again.
Yeah, he needs to go to jail. Yes, he
No,
knows
he's
this
causing
stuff.
a scene.
Oh, you gonna take me to jail?
Yes.
You gonna take me to jail?
Yeah, I am. You're
Who are
destroying
you?
property right now.
You better get your hands off me.
Side note, this man clearly can't take him to jail. He is wearing a security jacket.
I'm gonna put my hands
You
on
better
you.
get out of his
Get
class.
out of his
Get your hands off me.
Get out of his class.
I want him out of my
I'm gonna
class.
call my home girl.
Oh, now you're beating.
Oh my God, I cannot believe how he acted. I am so sorry for that.
It's constant disrespect of pronouns, but that's the idea. That's the way they're setting it up. That's the takeaway you're supposed to get. That like, oh, this woman's just standing up for what's normal. But of course, the whole thing is staged.
I am so sorry. Oh my God, I don't even.
Let's take a look at these comments. Linda Johnson, of course, is smart, says it's got to be a skit. Someone else was like, besides, he is too old for school. So obviously our first comments here, people who understand that this is fake. And then we have Helen here. Wow, this is absolutely crazy. Good job, teacher. You handled it very well. I cannot allow disrespect. So Helen, you're the odd duck out here who can't tell it's fake. Lena Bolus, horrible. He needs to get out and get therapy. Actually, I agree. Kenyon does need therapy to figure out why this is what he wanted to do for a career. Oh, I actually replied to this person and I didn't realize it. Oh, I was just telling her, literally the guy who makes all the videos. It's literally the guy who makes, because it is. And then Martin Ruiz, Trump will give him therapy, make him a man again. Ha ha. I can't tell if that person's trolling or genuine Trump supporter. So that was published March 4th. And then he put up the exact same one again on March 8th. It's the same video, as you can tell. Holy shit, is this one 6 minutes long? What?
Get up, I got your message.
No, ma'am.
Get up.
You're interrupting my class.
I am interrupting your class. And because I don't like nothing that's going on. I don't like nothing about this. Excuse me.
Boys, let's calm down.
Our mom said we have to leave, so.
Your
Exactly.
mom is not.
I'm also just going to say that that actor playing the trans teacher looks, kind of like Elon Musk a bit.
The teacher.
Their mom is.
Oh, there's Kenyon.
Them. I don't know what everybody else in the class
Please note that everyone is too old to be in a high school.
gonna do.
Okay.
But this I don't like.
Also, like,
This I
what?
don't condone. Why are you dressed like that? What were you born?
Dressed like.
First of all, second of all, no self-respecting trans person would look like this. I'm sorry, but like clearly this is just actually that might be the fake tits from the other video. I don't know. It's hard to tell on that shirt. They do not look real.
A woman. You're trying to be a woman, but you're in a teacher's setting in a school, and you dressed as a woman.
Yeah, and apparently I dress better than you.
No, apparently I think you got everything twisted.
Clearly that part's not. Why is this set nearly 7 minutes long? Why is this is one of his longest videos.
This star.
Maybe, I don't know, the wig is too tight, but you got everything twisted, honey.
Mom, the wig's too tight.
The wig is too tight
And the
because
flag is just right.
Why does everyone go with trans women wearing wigs? You know that males can grow their hair longer, right? Like, why is the wig a constant attack for trans women? I don't actually get this. If I was trans, I would grow my own hair. Although obviously that is a challenge. But like most trans women just grow their hair out. I don't know too many who just wear, I mean, wigs are more of a drag queen thing. I mean, to be fair, Republicans don't know the difference between those things. So there's that.
I don't know what you think that you look like, or you look totally like a weirdo.
Mom.
Weirdo.
Mom.
This is some weird stuff.
Boys, did
And
you
I'm
agree
not
with
gonna
this?
allow. Yeah, they agree with it. Why you think they texted me and told me you was here?
Oh, you're so
No,
You're
no.
doing pretty well in this class.
No,
You seem to be
I don't-
paying attention.
They doing pretty well because their mother have taught them.
Oh yeah.
If any Republicans say they don't want to take phones out of classrooms, this is why.
have from day one.
You didn't teach
But
them manners.
This school is paid by government funding, okay? And I don't think the government know that we got things like this teaching.
I'm not a thing.
This is unhinged and transphobic, and it's nearly 7. I cannot stress that enough. Why?
I'm a machine.
I don't know what you are. I don't know what you are. I don't know what you are.
No.
I'm not trying to know what you are, but what I do know
That's
that
actually
I'm
a
not gonna
key.
have.
Actually, that's the most honest thing that this video, anyone in this video has said so far, which is that she's not trying to know. She's not trying to understand another human being or their life experience.
Both of my boys entertaining this foolishness. That's what I'm.
But technically, when I say that, what I should really say is that Kenyon is the one who is not. Because Kenyon, that guy there, is the one who is making this video. He is the one who came up with this sketch, or maybe he has writers. It's very hard to tell for reasons that I'll get into.
I'm not gonna do it.
Girl, this ain't foolishness.
Yes, it is.
This is
I think you look good, and I promise you, you look a mess. A hot one. A hot mess. A hot mess, honey.
I'm a hot one.
No, you're not hot.
And also, like, not a good sketch. Not a good sketch. Like, it's clear that they're just improvising, and they're not good improvisers. And their direction was probably just have a fight. And notice this is one long take. It has to be one long take because it needs to look like it's real.
And this is my class. You're interrupting. They're trying to learn.
I think this right here got your brain all messed up. Did you look in the mirror when you was getting dressed? I'm not going to allow my sons to sit in this class and look at all of this fake whatever it is going on here.
This costs a lot of money.
Oh my God. You need to get your money back.
Jesus Christ.
Honey. Get your money back from that doctor.
Boys.
And like I said, I'm sure I need to talk to their parents. They need to be coming up here and doing the same thing. Because this type of stuff should not be in our schools. This type of stuff should not be in our school. Hey! This should not be in our school.
That is not okay.
This is not what you're supposed to be.
That's true. That's not okay. You can't, you shouldn't, like, now the parent is the one destroying the classroom in a way. Although haters are going to be like, it's just a flag. If it was the American flag, you'd be pissed.
Teaching, this is not how you're supposed to be looking.
Thank you. He's a
Put
joke.
that down. Put that down. I don't condone that. Put that down. Don't touch nothing like that.
Listen.
You don't play with Barbie.
The son trying to pick up the flag actually purveys some type of attempt to both sides an issue. And that's actually important for what they're doing marketing-wise. Allow me to explain. You see, the point of these videos is to make you comment. Now, to be fair, I've already failed because I've already commented on a few of these videos because I have a problem. I can't not comment on stupid shit. I need help. Desperately.
Outside, you've been playing with cars and playing football and basketball since you was born. I don't know.
So
Maybe that's why God didn't bless me with girls. Because I'm raising 4 men over here. And you need to do some soul searching.
Emphasis on men, because those guys are not children.
You need
Do
to
some soul searching.
Come in my class.
You need to do some soul searching.
My mom would have did it sooner or later.
For real. I don't know what you think this world is coming to. You ought to be ashamed of yourself even putting this type.
I'm done. I'm sorry. I can't. Like, it's clearly going to be repetitive. It's clearly just going to be this. Oh, I'm just going to, you know what? I'm just going to fast forward, make sure there's not like a weird surprise ending.
Right. You right. Listen, whatever parent don't come in here and take their kids out their class, they need to do some, because what you got going on, nobody needs to see this.
Remove her.
Hey, keep this type of dress wear at home, not for a classroom.
Keep yourself at home.
No.
Hey,
You're taking it
stop.
too far.
No, let's go.
She came in here on
I did come in here because this type of dress outside work.
Shoe fly. Don't.
I'm just going to comment, like, if this person was trans, they are pretty inoffensively dressed. They are literally wearing black pants and a black t-shirt. Like, literally, the most objectionable thing are the gigantic tits And like, if this were a real trans person, one would assume that those would be surgery or hormone replacement related. And either way, that's not part of the dress. They can't take those off. Now, I'm pretty confident these are the fake tits I saw in a previous Kenyon video. They're like costume tits. So you could take these off. But I don't know how many trans people would be wearing those to work. So like, is it the wig? Is it the fake tits? Who cares? It's not real. This is a literal straw man created for us. And of course, there's a little bit of both sides in it, where the kid tries to pick up the flag, and it does make the mother seem very homophobic. But that's just another way to get engagement. That's just another way to say, hey, maybe someone will comment about this. Someone will stand up for the flag. Someone will stand up for the kids. Someone will stand up for the trans people. And then other people will come in to support the video too. And then we'll get a dialogue going. And by a dialogue, we mean angry, uneducated comments on the internet.
Call Mama. Okay. You're lucky the bell hasn't rang.
No. Oh, no, she.
He has a ponytail under the wig. The ponytail would be. See, like, y'all don't know trans people. You've never met a trans, you've never talked to a trans person. What the fuck is this?
She didn't. No, she didn't. Oh, are you okay, miss?
Hey guys, that was all a complete skit. Now, do you believe that?
Okay, I'm glad I caught this part, because now this is the part where they're going. I will just say, I appreciate that they are at least admitting that it is a skit. I do not appreciate that they are admitting that it is a skit at the end of nearly 7 minutes, at the end of over 6 minutes, because as you may have noticed, I almost didn't finish this video. I specifically was like, oh, they might have a shit like this, so I better finish it. How many people do you think finish it before commenting?
Teachers who identify as other genders should be teaching in front of children, especially if the visual of it is quite intense.
Okay, they're already using dishonest language. If the visual of it is intense, what the fuck? Bro, have you seen SpongeBob? Most of the things that children respond to are intense visually. Also, fake high school kids are old enough that they can be in the same room as a trans person. I'm sorry. I don't know what you think is going on with teenagers.
We want to know what your comments are down below on this subject. And would you pull your kids out of a class that was taught by someone who looks similar to the teacher that was in the film? Love to go ahead and hear your thoughts. Comment down below. Thank you.
Worth noting, I also don't know who that black guy is. That is not Kenyon. Or maybe it is Kenyon. Maybe the guy who first comment, I've already been banned from places because I speak my mind and no one is going to silence my free speech, period. She told it off perfectly. She told it off concerning. Good point, but this is fake. It's acting and not real. I don't know if I'd still call it a good point. That's weird, fake. Find the kids another school. Another misfire from dreadful actors. I mean, Mark, you're not wrong. Give us your answer to that question, and I will give you money. I mean, Margaret, I appreciate what you're trying to do there, but they kind of did give us their answers. I mean, like, by setting up the straw man before posing the question, on top of that, like, by using words like, even if they are visually intense, bitch had a, like, what? Are we gonna kick women who just have large tits out of teaching? Can we do that? Is that okay? Like, I'm saying that it's bad video. Although I do appreciate them trying to get around their normal propaganda issues. Side note, the other trans videos, which were more recently posted, that one is from October 7th, 2023, is less honest about it. This one's from April 9th.
You need to take that hat off if you'd like to remain in my class.
What? There's no
Take the hat off if you want to remain.
So right off the bat, we got, first of all, obviously it's a setup. We got teacher was out of line. So like we're preloading the concept with this type of vernacular. It's already telling us how we should feel about the incident that we're watching.
Take the hat off.
We're in history.
I don't, regardless of whatever the hat says, there's no hats allowed in the classroom. You see anyone else wearing hats? No, so take it off.
Technically, the teacher just made a good point there. If you ban all hats from your classroom, this means nothing.
It's very disrespectful to the class.
Disrespectful to who? You?
If you're wearing a hat in a no hat area, it will generally be considered disrespectful. As a neurodiverse person, I don't really care. But just saying, like in terms of if those are the rules of the classroom, it's irrelevant that you have a MAGA hat.
Take the hat off right now.
I'm not taking the hat off.
You want to take the hat off, or you want to keep it on? Then you can keep it on outside of my classroom.
I'd be more than happy to. Your fucking class sucks ass anyway.
Good.
You teach history.
Get
You're teaching history, but you're not going to teach the right history. You still got this stupid ass Gulf of Mexico up there. It's Gulf of America. Gulf of America. Hey, have fun in this punk ass classroom.
Get out.
Of course, it's fake. It's not real. This never happened. We made it up. Another Kenyon, someone named Kenyon Franklin, it's the teacher's classroom, and if she requires you to do something, either do it or leave. If someone comes to your home, can they do what they want to do? I'm not going to get into why the home is a terrible analogy, because I don't care. A lot of people, of course, even people coming to the teacher's side, are saying the teacher is not out of line, the student is a disrespectful idiot. No argument there, but kind of, it's besides the point, because we have to view this as meta media. The point we need to take in is, what is the purpose of the video? Linda Hart, I'm sorry, I am sorry, but she was so wrong. Her actions were absolutely out of line. She did not need to speak to an adult in that manner. Also, is he an adult? Is this supposed to be college, or is this supposed to be high school? We don't know. Also, adults talk to each other like shit all the time. I don't know what they mean by that. A lot of people bring up other rules about classrooms, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, because the entire point of the video is to get you to do exactly what these people are doing. It's just to comment your meaningless, stupid opinions on a video that is supposed to make, because you're going to have a strong feeling about it. That's the point. The video itself is arguably not even really teaching us anything. Let's watch this one just to make a brief.
Tasha, how you doing today?
Good morning, doctor.
Please note, the doctor is played by the transphobic mother.
You may call me Dylan. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I have Tasha here on my chart, though.
Unlikely. This is not, I mean, unless they just came here after transitioning, I don't know how that's likely. The medical record shared for their insurance would already have a name change. Like, they would already have the data that this person is trans.
I understand.
Unless they don't go to the doctor a lot. I guess that would be fair. But let's see where the video is going.
I don't use that name anymore. I'm now a man, and my name is now Dylan.
Well, Dylan,
Thank you.
just to let you know, I have been checking your charts and I have been looking over everything.
Mm-hmm.
And Dylan,
Mm-hmm.
you are 6 weeks pregnant.
That's not possible. I'm a man.
No trans person would ever make this claim. So, like, right here, Jesus Christ, I bet they don't even have short hair. They probably have a ponytail under that hat. Trans men are aware that they have periods, and trans men are aware that they are at risk for getting pregnant. In fact, when we talk about men getting pregnant, we are talking about trans men getting pregnant. Trans men are aware that they are female, okay? Because it's their gender that's changed, okay? No trans man is going to sit across from you and be like, that's not possible, I am a man. It'd be much more likely that a trans man might respond with, that's impossible, I only have sex with women. That would be significantly more likely. Although, to be fair, it's totally possible they could be dating a trans woman, in which case they would both be aware that they could potentially get pregnant this way. But this is a straw man created by people who don't understand trans people to imply that being trans is this deeper level of being out of touch with biological reality. But the reality is that your sex determines how likely you are to get pregnant, not your gender. You see, trans people are aware that these things are separate. It is Republicans and conservatives and apparently Kenyon who are not aware that these things are in fact related, not the same. You see, your gender maps onto your sex, okay? And trans people have, I'm gonna make a very poor representation of this, but trans people have a subconscious signaling from their brain regarding their gender that does not align with their sex. The word transgender literally means that your gender is across from your sex instead of aligned. The word cis just means same. So the word cis means that your gender and your sex are the same. They align. Trans people know that their gender and sex do not align, which is why this scene wouldn't happen. Okay?
Natasha, how you doing today?
Good morning, doctor.
Oh, that's the whole thing.
Call me Dylan. I'm doing good.
Paused it for no fucking reason. No fucking reason at all. That was the whole thing. My God. It's not real. Okay, I've got to comment. It's not real. Kenyon's politics can also be brought here with, why do people hate Fox News? But he'll post all this anti-trans videos and then we'll post this. I promise to teach my babies to love your babies, period. Gay hand. White hand. Brown or maybe Asian hand. Brown hand. Darker brown hand. Darkest brown hand. Trans hand. Why? Why would you post both of these things? Oh, because you're not here to support real beliefs. Oh, right. You're here to farm engagement because that's what you are. You are a content creator. There's also pro-Elon shit on here. What's funny is that, like, okay, so it's showing me these two posts back to back, which is hilarious. Doge, led by Elon, has removed 3.2 million individuals aged 120 and above from the Social Security database. Followed by, which was posted March 27th. However, like 5 days before that, he posted, LOL, USDA hires back all 6,000 fired a month ago with back pay. They basically got a month paid vacation. Hilarious. However, they supposedly believe in evolution. It's a proven science. It doesn't depend on what people think. It happens no matter what. Funny how Social Security is running out, but welfare never does. Oh my God. That one actually, that comment's fucking stupid. That comment's so fucking stupid. Oh my God. Oh, you know, like, and that might even be, the thing that pisses me off is that could be stupid on purpose. They could just want you to get in there and go, that's not how Social Security works, you son of a bitch. Like, that's what they want you to do. It's how stupid that comment is. Oh, look, they have another one with Dylan. Oh my God, this one's also 6 minutes long.
I'm gonna go ahead and take this down, and we're gonna put this up. I will explain in a minute why I am putting this up.
Okay, so first thing to immediately notice, it's the same person who plays the nurse, same person who played the transphobic mom. Now she's putting up the pride flag. Let's see where they're going with this.
All right.
Got Kenyon there. You can tell by the
Dylan
earrings.
goes by they and them. Okay.
Oh.
So we are gonna start.
Oh, in this one, Dylan is non-binary instead of a trans man. It might be the same actor. Hard to tell.
Operating to make they and them feel special. Okay?
I appreciate that.
All right.
To make, right there, oh my God, like, to make them feel special. It's not why any of this happens. It's not to feel special. That's not why people do this. you don't it's not to feel special. Let's see if the non-binary person calls them, or if they just, or if you can tell if the creator of the videos like actual beliefs, if they don't correct it in some way.
Go ahead, Dylan, tell us a little bit about ourselves. About yourself.
I was just gonna ask why they them.
Oh, because, you know, I never really felt like a female, and I never really felt like a male, like neither.
Using sex terms instead of gender terms. Now, to be fair, there's a lot of things that society does that there's a reason for why there's so much confusion around that, because of the way society handles sex and gender terms. But like the idea that the non-binary person is the one misusing the sex and gender terms, don't get me wrong, it happens. There are trans people who misuse those terms too. But like, I'm just saying, Jesus Christ, it's a bad sign for a constructed work.
Neither of them really felt right, so I go by they them because I feel somewhere that's neither, you know? Yeah.
So then why do you dress like a boy?
I think these clothes are pretty androgynous.
Agreed. Actually, those clothes are pretty androgynous. Do they look kind of like a high school boy from like the early 2000s? Yes. But if you are female, that's going to be a more androgynous look for you than if you're wearing a dress. You hear what I'm saying?
My sisters wear these clothes.
Also, pants and shirts are pretty androgynous, generally speaking. Everybody wears pants and shirts now. Chill out.
Sometimes. So if this is your idea of normal masculinity, that's cool. Maybe sometimes I'll feel like wearing a skirt. That's also cool, but that doesn't.
Highly depends on what their experience with gender actually is. There's a lot of different things that could be going on, but does it matter? It's fake.
Doesn't mean I am a girl or I am a boy. I do go by they, them. Yes.
So like, so you're not a boy or a girl?
No.
What were you beforehand?
Well,
once again, we're gonna just fuck up gender and sex stuff here. It's fine. It's not fine, actually. It's terrible. Oh, okay. They're gonna say they were born male, which is interesting because it does look like they have boobs, and they were playing a trans man in the previous sketch.
well, I was born a female.
Nope, maybe I must have misread that. Nope, it definitely says female. I don't know what. When I go back through the editing, the footage, I'll find out how fucked my eyes are.
And never really felt pulled towards Barbies or Hot Wheels. Kind of.
Which are gendered things. You don't have Barbie or Hot Wheels DNA. That would be insane. It'd be crazy.
Just like what I like, don't what I don't. And when my parents saw that I didn't have an inclination either way, they kind of just let me be me. And when I found out.
Actually, I was afraid that was going to go somewhere else, but that is actually the appropriate parenting thing. Just get your kid the toys they want. Don't worry too much about what they are.
What they, them was, that was the first thing that resonated with me. So that's what I am.
Class?
What bathroom do you use?
I was just gonna ask that.
You gonna ask the same thing? You gonna ask?
Most non-binary people use the bathroom they were assigned at birth. But, you know, there are gender-neutral bathrooms in the world. Just saying.
I mean, like, I see what you guys are trying to say. I got you. Haha, laugh at the they, them kid. I typically, if there's not a unisex, gender-neutral bathroom, I will opt for the family bathroom, the handicap bathroom.
We don't have that here.
Actually, if this school does not have a handicap bathroom, fuck this school. But also, like I said, I have yet to meet a non-binary person that, and no, I'm not saying they don't exist. I haven't met all the non-binary people. And the first thing I'm going to tell you is I don't believe that all non-binary people are the same. It's like autism. You meet one non-binary person, you met one non-binary person. They're in a much more complicated gender, like part of the gender spectrum than you or I are. Although, to be fair, I'm a little weird, you know. I don't think the word weird is bad, but let's continue.
I'll hold it. I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable. I'll hold it.
So.
Wow. Actually, this is a wildly selfless non-binary person. Like I said, I do, in my experience, most of the non-binary people I have met use the bathroom that they were assigned at birth. I don't know if this is as big of a deal for non-binary people, but you know, maybe I should ask.
So you'd make a handicapped kid wait to use the bathroom?
How many handicapped kids we have here? I'll wait, sure.
More
No, but
handicapped
you would
kids.
make them wait?
I don't think you understand how fast a regular person pees compared to a person who actually needs a handicapped bathroom. What if your school has 2 handicapped people and they both have to pee at the same time? Also, like, don't your regular bathrooms have handicapped stalls? Also, this is the only area where the word handicap is still used. Did you know that? That we don't use the word handicap really in any other context anymore. Fun facts.
To use the bathroom if you was in their bathroom that's designated for them?
I have
Because they
People use handicapped stalls in regular bathrooms literally all the time. Sometimes it's the only stall in a men's bathroom.
have a handicap.
I have yet to ever exit the restroom and seeing someone waiting for that restroom. But if that were to occur, I would feel pretty bad. And if they ask for an explanation, I definitely owe them that for sure.
We literally don't prevent non-handicapped people from using the handicapped bathroom. And now I'm using the word handicapped in the way I don't like to use the word handicap. God damn this video. Okay, but this does line up with Kenyon's general lack of understanding for people with disabilities and the realities of their world. See my other video.
We are trying to welcome. This is something new.
I'm just confused.
We're just trying to understand. This is a lot to process.
I just wanted to know. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying,
Once again, this is unbelievably long for no real reason.
you don't feel welcome. This is
We're halfway. We are halfway. We're fucking halfway. Will I skip ahead? I don't know. Let's see if there's any left turns.
You just,
World.
yeah.
I appreciate you guys. I think this is you guys trying, and I appreciate that.
Why do we have, like, when I was new to this class, we didn't do all this for me. Why are we
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wonder why we fucking didn't, Kenyon. Are you complicated, Kenyon? Do you think there's a whole thing about you that might make it hard for your class to relate to you?
Why is she so special?
That's a good point. Why?
Oh, here they come. Here they come with the mislabeling, the misgendering.
Them is
They're
they and them is new. It's new. I'm learning too, but you guys have y'all.
You had questions, Kenyon. You had a lot of questions. Like, everyone in the room had questions. That's why you would do this. Got any other dumb questions? I mean, probably. They've all been pretty dumb.
Identity, okay?
they
Yeah,
Is trying to now
They
come
are.
out, and
They-
the world
they
has to embrace what's
They is. Oh my God. Fucking. Oh my God. They are. They're even.
going on. So I wanted to make her feel special. She
It's not about feeling special. I have to stress this. Look, don't get me wrong. I'm sure there are plenty of narcissists who are non-binary. Narcissists come in every shape and form, but like, it's not about feeling special. Like, if that is your actual take on people who are queer, you have to understand that that is bad faith. That is a wildly bad faith take on it. That is a version that has taken no time to understand another human being's experience.
move that they and them. I'm
It's
still learning.
okay.
I'm
I
still
appreciate you
learning.
trying.
I'm sorry.
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
I appreciate you
See,
trying.
I'm in the learning process.
Although, in fairness, accidentally misgendering non-binary people is the most real non-binary thing that has happened in this video, because it happens all the time.
This as well. They and them. It's
Can we say
just
it?
no,
They,
don't
them.
say it.
They
Now,
and them.
yeah, don't be obnoxious in this class. I'm teaching math. Like, come on.
No,
Make her.
if you meant that
Make
as like an
they and
actual,
them feel.
if you meant that as an actual question, no, I do not identify as an object. I'm still a
I
person.
mean,
I prefer they them.
So do
And
you
if
have-
they them makes you uncomfortable, you could just call me by my name. You could just say, "Hey, Dylan."
it's just a lot to think about when referring to one person.
It's not.
so like
It's not. It's not. It's not. In fact, you guys are meeting this person for the first time. This is the best time. Okay? It's the best time. you don't have the excuse of being someone's parent and being like, oh, fuck, I've already known you for 15 years and I was using other pronouns. I'm not saying people won't fuck up pronouns. Most non-binary people are used to that. In fact, from talking to non-binary people, it eventually becomes annoying for an entirely different reason.
But like for like PE though, like do you do girls PE or boys PE? Because like what locker room will you be in? I'm actually exempt from PE. I take PE credits from home.
See, I was.
Oh wait, so you're exempt.
I have no idea if that's true, and that has led us. I have no idea if that's. But like, it's hard for me to imagine. Like, so much of what they've represented here about non-binary people just doesn't match up with my experiences talking to other non-binary people.
From PE.
What?
I don't.
There's
have
a way
to
to get out of jail.
I want to be exempt.
Like there's a non-binary player on. There was a non-binary player on the women's Olympic soccer team that took gold, and like they were born female, and they were playing on the female team. They just happened to be non-binary as their gender, and like in that situation, I don't know. Like it seems like it's not that big of a deal. I'm not non-binary, so I can't make. I'm not non-binary, and I'm not in sports, so I don't know. But like, doesn't seem right. Doesn't seem right.
I'm a they them. I don't have to.
That is
No,
wild.
I don't have to just not do it. I have to do it from home.
Sounds like you don't.
So you leave school and
How do you run the
do
mile
your
from home?
push-ups at home? Oh my god.
They make me track it.
Who's
I don't know how this works. I don't know if it's real. No idea. I've never heard of it.
monitoring me? Like, how do you
The
do
online
it?
class.
How do you,
I feel
what do
like
you
that's
do for
like-
gym?
I don't know if they have that. I don't know if this is I like it. This sounds made up.
You gotta remember,
That's
I
like
have to
nepotism,
record
though.
myself
in
doing
2020, y'all was online.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I'm
Did someone
not
just accuse them of?
related to anyone in the online class. How is that nepotism?
Yeah. No, that's dumb.
It's just like,
I don't like that.
So,
Why is
Right.
this
it's
so
not for you to
fucking
like.
long?
It's my class, my rules, and we're gonna abide by them.
Now, what
Okay.
are we gonna do with that?
This class isn't even PE, and like, why does anyone care? Why does anyone care what this non-binary person is doing for PE?
American flag. You
Just
put-
for this
you just
month,
put it to the
You
side.
really just put that American flag on the floor.
just for this month,
That is not even a real
We're gonna
American flag.
have-
That is a painting of an American flag. What the fuck?
this flag, so you guys can understand what's going on in the class. After the month, she'll feel welcome. Them will feel welcome.
See, it's just too
And-
much.
what is?
It's a lot to get used to, but
I'm not
in
expecting.
time, like I said, 1 month, we're gonna be hanging that right back up.
I'm not
Okay.
expecting anyone to be perfect with it. I would just appreciate the effort. Is all I'm saying.
That's all.
Can I go sit
That's-
down? Can
That sounds like a real non-binary person.
You know what? Y'all welcome, Dylan.
Okay,
Hi,
Dylan.
Dylan.
How you
Go
doing,
have a
Dylan?
seat,
Hi, Dylan.
and now we're gonna go ahead and start class.
Okay, Dylan.
If that was a real class, it would have just gone horribly. Like, that was terrible. Okay, what's at the end of this video?
Now, we'll start with you in your presentation that you were supposed to do.
Hey guys, that was all a complete skit. Now, what did you think about the teacher
The longer ones always have this and the shorter ones don't. I don't know what I mean. Like, do they know that people aren't going to finish it?
introducing a student who went by they, them? What were your thoughts upon that? And should that be taught within schools? Because they
Should that be taught in schools? It's literally a scenario where it's appropriate to teach it. You created a scenario where it makes, like, people had that many questions. Like, it's not real. So who knows how these people would have really reacted. But like, if in the scenario, everyone has that many questions, it kind of implies that the teacher made the right call introducing the non-binary person. I can't, it's stupid. It's so stupid. Do you understand that this is stupid?
They are currently pushing that in a lot of schools. Would love to hear your thoughts.
I've never seen evidence of of queer stuff being pushed in schools. Schools recognizing that queer people exist and that Pride Month exists and that students are allowed to have Pride-related student groups. These things are just general realities, general rights, it's not, it's pretty clear where these people stand based on the statements that they're making. And once again, who the fuck is this guy? This guy is not the guy you've seen in these other videos. This is not the guy that I've identified as Kenyon. And who are these women next to him? I actually haven't seen these three people specifically.
So comment down below. We read every single comment. See you next time.
I hope they read every single comment, because then they've seen me hating on. Oh God, let's do this to ourselves. Andy, the fact that you would say it was a good act implies that you were this close to being stupid. Andy Marshall writes, we should teach it during mental health awareness classes. And I'm torn on that, because on one hand, mental health awareness class is probably a good idea, like genuinely good idea. But the implication that Mr. Marshall here is trying to make is to basically call trans people crazy. See, no, it's not satire. Because satire has to be based on truth. It needs a good hiding that will, I also don't think you spelled hiding right in the terms of, okay, so Dion Brink, first of all, get fucked, you absolute human piece of shit, for implying that child abuse, actually not even child abuse, these are fucking teenagers. Actually, these are actors who are probably adults. First of all, they specifically said, I believe, unless I missed it, I believe they specifically said they did not want to be referred to as it. And the idea that you can beat your child out of confusion is just the most fucked thing that I can think of. They're a car salesperson. They're a car salesperson. They work at DCM Auto Traders in Johannesburg. Just an old piece of shit.
Welcome, class. So today
I don't normally blow up people like that. But that was just, his comment was so fucking disgusting. Fuck that guy. Seriously. In my days, I just call them tomboys, gays, or lesbians. Except that none of those three things are trans. Those things aren't trans. Those things aren't called being trans. Those are three separate categories. Tomboys are not trans. Tomboys are arguably gender non-conforming, but they are not trans. They identify as women, just more masculine women. Gay and lesbian, not. Let's see who responded to Mario here. Someone else put the good old days. Then why PWD don't get to be introduced like that? See, the woke people are not wanting to get equality. They're trying to get special treatment. PWD? Wait, do I not know what that's slang for? Oh, there it is. Ugh, fuck you, man. You see, Kenyon's affiliate company, the company that promotes him, did a copyright claim on my previous video. So I now know the name of the organization that makes his content, and it's called Infinity Affiliate. And as someone who has struggled to hear the difference between words the way that words use an I and an E sounding similarly in words, I want to fucking punch the name of this company in the face. But who are they? Who are these people? Go further, faster. Infinity powers 3,500 creators to accelerate growth and dominate the $150 billion creator economy. Hey, creator, welcome to I fucking hate you, Infinity. Global experts in creator economy since 2020, achieving 120% average annual revenue for clients. We specialize in digital rights, content monetization, creator investment, revenue management, channel security, and more. Over 2 million videos, 3,500 partners. Infinity, completely professional in every way, never had any issues. Daily dose of internet. Jinxie, no idea who that is, signs with Infinity in 2024. Apparently, whoever the fuck that is a big get. Celebrate with us as we congratulate our very own Justin Flom on this mega milestone, #1 most viewed YouTube short. Grow your fan base, boost your income. Copyright claiming, copyright claiming. Oh, hey, no shit. Start earning. When your audio or visual content is stolen, re-uploaded, we ensure you receive every dollar that would otherwise go to pirate content thieves. Content distribution. More reasons to partner up. Financial boost, viral, clip vault, promotion campaigns, automated translation, channel security. Let's grow together. Oh, I hate this infinite scroll thing. Just give me another window to click on. Let's connect. YouTube certified. Let's go to About. Infinity exists not to only help the already thriving creator media company succeed, but to pick up the underdog when nobody else wants them, and to thrust them into something special and successful. In any business, bottom line value added to the client is what matters. By devoting 100 plus full-time real human beings towards understanding where you're at and where you need to be, and then having each person solely focusing, oh my God, just fucking get to it. Solely focusing for 9 solid hours per day towards increasing your bottom line revenue. That's a weird promise. Results simply come. That is 900 plus combined hours per day. So I have a sneaking suspicion about this organization, because the thing that I've noticed is that I have seen the same sets that Kenyon use show up on other creators who make similar content. This is some type of content farm. Someone is giving these content creators access to things like fake airplanes, fake classrooms, fake malls, fake restaurants, and like pretty clearly fake sometimes. And that, I hate it when fucking CEOs say shit like this. If you can learn to not big dealify what others perceive to be hard or difficult, your resilience will grow, and you will more than likely succeed in whatever you put your mind towards. Jake, founder, CEO, and Infinity. Fuck you. Just for the name. It's all sales pitch. There's no real information here. It's all sales pitch. Fascinating. I really must research this more. So, yeah. Kenyon and friends. Still out here making slop content. And I have to stress, this is the problem. This content is slop. It's just designed to farm your engagement. It doesn't offer real value. There's a pretense of starting conversations, but they're already things that have lots of conversation. They're already hot button topics. That's not really starting a conversation, that's joining a conversation. Lots of people are talking about trans people these days. So, what are you saying? Well, it's pretty clear that what they're saying is that they're trying to come off like reason centrists, but they're clearly not cool with trans people. Just saying it. So Kenyon is both transphobic and ableist as a general thing. And they're clearly, and whoever Infinity is, they clearly have some type of connections. Is Infinity specifically pushing this type of content? Or do they just sit down with these creators and say to them, hey, you got to just make lots of content on hot button topics? Either one of those things potentially has its own problems. For starters, we shouldn't be encouraging the internet to be more clickbaity. Don't get me wrong, I get why people do it because it works. But just because something works doesn't mean it's good, okay? There's a reason that we encourage people not to stay home and masturbate all the time. On a certain level, that sounds like the life. Are you right? Am I right? But at another point, it's like, well, wouldn't you like to do anything? See, you can't just stay home, eat bags of Cheetos, and masturbate. For starters, you'll get a really orange dick after a while, or a vaginal infection. So you gotta eat food that's not as powdery. Oh right, no, sorry. The point is that junk food is bad for you, and that this type of content is not spiritually or intellectually fulfilling in any way. Kenyon's friends just plays into your biases. They just reinforce negative stereotypes and negative narratives. They have nothing positive to say, and when they are saying anything positive, it is normally in an exploitative manner to harvest your aw emojis. Yeah, I continue to stand by the statement, fuck Kenyon's friends. And Infinity, actually. Deeply, deeply concerned about that. But anyways, thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. Ring that bell if you're on YouTube. You can email the program at rubenuncut@gmail.com. And you can also check it out on Spotify or anywhere else podcasts are listened to. Have a wonderful whatever, wherever, whoever you are.